everyone, I am Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome if you are new, or welcome back if you are one of my usual viewers. Today I am doing something very different, and before you freak out about what I am showing you, this planner is not going to replace my Hobonichi Cousin. I am going to be using this in addition to as kind of a project planner. So today I am going to be setting up this personal size rings that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I have some goodies here. I made some dividers for it, and I will have a video coming out soon. I will tell you that it was a bit of a hot mess, and I'd never done this before. So I have a couple of helpful tips, maybe, but really it's just more helpful for you to figure out what not to do while making these dividers. So be on the lookout for that. And then I have an order from So Much Crafting on Etsy that I'm going to unbox for you. And then I have some inserts that I got just super cheap at Hobby Lobby that we will go through as well. So the very first thing that I wanted to do is unbox this So Much Crafting order that I got. Alright, so I had heard about So Much Crafting actually from a Planner Kate Facebook group back when I was using Planner Kate stickers. And a lot of people really enjoyed the So Much Crafting inserts. So I went over there and was not disappointed by the amount of selection and sizes that she offers. So if you are into rings or are looking to start a ring bound planner, I definitely recommend checking out her shop. I can already tell just the very beginning that this paper is very nice and smooth. I bet it's the premium HP or very close or very similar to it. All right, so I got 6 different inserts. The first one is a contact insert, and so it just has spots for information for 3 people per sheet. And then I got just dot grid, a menu planning, so there's Monday through Sunday, and she does have an option for you to start on Sunday if you prefer. And then this monthly task tracker, so there's a spot for all of the months of the year, and then you can have several tasks. So if I want to deep clean the fridge every single month, then I can put deep clean fridge and then mark it off whenever I do it in March or April, and then keep going, so that I kind of keep track of those tasks that I don't really do very often, but I still need to make sure that gets done. And then there's just this simple get it done with bullet points here. And I did forget to mention these are front and back. Well, I guess some of them are. This one is not. Are any of them? No, okay. Menu plan has a grocery list on the back, which is very helpful. The dot is, and then the contact is as well. So then the other one that I got is a weekly checklist. So there's the daily tasks, and then it's kind of like a habit tracker almost, and then just single weekly tasks down at the bottom, and this one is double printed as well. So then the ones that I got from Aldi were way reduced, $1.24, so I wanted to go ahead and pick several of these up. I got 3 different kinds. This one is just lined. This one is kind of similar to the other weekly task one, except this already has printed tasks for you, and then you can check off the days of the week, and then on the back it is blank, so you can put in your own activities that you want to get done. And then here is just a daily task, and then there's just every day of the week, and it's the same on both sides. So these came with, I don't know exactly how many sheets, let me see if it says. So this one is 26, and then this daily task one was 50 cents more, and it has 36. And these, as I said, were heavily discounted at Hobby Lobby for $1.24 or $74. These run about $4 for 12 sheets. The paper is much higher quality. This is actually still pretty thick paper. It's not normal copy paper, but this is nice and smooth and a little bit slick. And her options, she has so many options. I did not get any of the normal weekly or monthly planning inserts, just because, as I said before, I am going to keep using my Hobonichi Cousin as I have been. This is just going to be kind of more of a project planner. And the reason that I am using this instead of like a normal bullet journal or other notebook system like I've talked about previously, is because I'm actually starting to use my daily pages as intended. So I'm using 1 page per day, and so that limits the extra pages that I have in the Cousin where I would normally do this type of thing. Also, the flexibility of being able to move pages in and out and just throw them away whenever they're done without ripping them out and creating the problem with a sewn binding where the other side wants to fall out too. So this is a little bit more flexible for this type of planning. So I think the first thing that I want to do is just figure out the order that I want all of these to be in. I think probably the one that I'm going to use the most is meal planning. So I think I'll do meal planning first. And I think I want to use these daily tasks for social media tracking. So that could be Instagram or YouTube or my Facebook group. And I'm not going to put all of the paper in. This came with a lot. I'm going to hold on to these and put them somewhere else and just kind of throw a handful in for now so that it doesn't bulk up too much. I do have several things that I'm wanting to put in this little tiny planner, so I'm going to be careful about how many things that I put in. You know what? It might be fun to actually have something before a divider, so I think that I would probably use this Get It Done more if it was actually just right there on top as I open up the binder. So I think I'm going to do that so then it doesn't even need a divider. And actually, you know what I think might be fun is if I go back and forth between these two. So if I have 1 sheet of the Get It Done and then 1 sheet of this daily task and incorporate them both so that when I have them laid open, I will have both of them. That actually sounds really nice. So I think I'm going to do that in front so that it's first and foremost, it's the very first thing that I see. I think that I will use both of these more that way. So then next, I think I want to do my tasks where I'm only wanting to do them once a month. So I'm going to put that here behind my next divider. And actually, since this scheduling thing is very similar to what I already have from the So Much Crafting, I think I'm going to go with the So Much Crafting. And actually, now that I look at these together, these are not the same size. That is interesting. I did not know that. I just assumed that they were the same. So they are the same height, but the Hobby Lobby ones stick out, I'd say about 1/4 of an inch or so. So they must be 4 inches instead of 3.75. Next up, I think I will do my contacts. And then after that, my dot grid. And then after that, my lined. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have space for my lined. This is starting to really bulk up. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is go ahead and put it right into the binder. So this is what the inside looks like. I really like the polka dots and the mint. Here's the outside, the florals. And this was discounted, I think partially just because of the time of year. It is March, so I think that that is part of the reason why a lot of the planners were on sale. So that was definitely handy. I'm gonna open up both of these since I'm going to do every other page. And should I start with, I think I wanna start with the Get It Done so that it's on this side. So I'm just gonna go back and forth here. Now one thing I'm noticing already is that this is not wanting to stay flat. Hopefully it kind of warms up to the idea of being open and will kind of lay down so that I'm not annoyed when I go to write in this. And you know what? I think that's about half. So I think I'm gonna stop so that I don't bulk it up too much. If I find that I do still want a little more bulk, I could always come back and add more. So I'm gonna put in, actually before I put in my divider, I am going to just use my fine point Sharpie and write on here what this is. So this is going to be my meal plan. So then I'll just kind of let that dry a little bit, stick that on. So my plan for these, I'm actually not going to use one every single week. There are 12, and it would be really nice for me to not have to make decisions when it comes to meal planning. So what I want to do is have 12 meal plans that we just rotate through. So on the one side, I will have the meals, and then on the other side, I'm not actually going to have the specific grocery list for that week, I am going to have all of the ingredients that is needed to make these meals, and then I will use this to go through what we have and then make my actual grocery list from there. Now, I do not make 7 meals a week. It usually is 3 to 4. We have leftovers. We like to go out once or twice a week. Sometimes we have events or something that we're going to where we don't have to cook at home and we can just eat there. So 3 to 4 meals. So this, I think, should be enough lines for the ingredients, at least for most of the recipes. And I can kind of condense too if I need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all 12 of those in there, and then we will just rotate through, or at least that's how I am kind of envisioning that to be. Next up, I have the social media daily task pages, and I just kind of grabbed a handful of these. So we're gonna put those in next. And then we have the monthly task, I guess that's what I'll call them. That's what she called them. She called them monthly task trackers. So I'm just gonna say monthly tasks. And these are the things that I will only do once a month. Oh, and I think I wrote that. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so since these from Hobby Lobby are that is not gonna work. Since they're too long, because I made my dividers off of the dimensions from the So Much Crafting, and these stick out too much. But if I cut them down, I will chop off some of the days of the week. Okay, I will have to figure out what to do with this later. I could always cut off here and re-punch because I do have my own punch. That's actually probably what I will end up doing, but I will do that later. I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting up here. I do not obviously need all of these, and that's probably why she didn't print them front and back. This is obviously going to last me a very long time, unless I have more tasks that I want to do. Maybe I'll put 2 in. I don't really foresee myself having too many tasks. 2 should be plenty, I think. Next up, we have the contacts. I like having them handwritten in a notebook somewhere as opposed to an Excel spreadsheet. And this may or may not be enough for all of our family. I don't know, I may have to go back and buy another, and that is okay. Then we just have the dot grid paper. I'm just gonna put dot grid. I really do like her inserts so much already. And she does also have TN inserts I saw. She has so many sizes and so many options. So I'm sure that you will find something that you will enjoy. And that's all, because I'm not going to put the lines in, I don't think. Or maybe I should at least put some. I will put at least some. I don't know how much I will use them. But we will see. Okay, so here's this divider, and then just small handful. And I will probably have to chop these down too, but I could cut this edge and then I wouldn't have to re-hole punch. So we'll see how this amount of papers, I feel like I could go even a little bit more for it to feel comfortable. And I think that the extra weight of having more papers is gonna help it learn how to lay flat. So I think I am going to go back and put the extra get it done and weekly task lists in. And one tip that I saw, obviously this is not new, that you open it from the little tabs on the ends and not pulling the rings open, because that will make your rings get distorted faster if you pull them apart. Yeah, and I know that I did not buy the best quality of binder, and I'm not sure how long this will last. If I really am enjoying this system, I will invest in a better quality one that probably will lay flat better. But just starting out, I didn't want to spend $100, you know, or $75 or whatever on a binder that I didn't even know if the system would work for me, for what I was thinking. So here it is Let me close it and see. I like that thickness a little better. And I could even add a little bit more, I think. I am not going to bulk this up with stickers, so really just the papers in there are all. I guess I could add some more lined paper. I used pretty much all the rest of my normal inserts already, the other So Much Crafting ones. And I do have still 2 binder dividers that if I decide that I want to do other things, maybe divide up this lined paper into different categories. If I want to have just like a normal brain dump, if I want to have gift ideas when it gets close to Christmas, that type of thing, I have extra dividers to do that with. So I am really excited about this. I don't have anything to put in these pockets yet. I am more of a functional planner, so I don't usually just fill up the pockets decoratively. I enjoy a little bit of decoration here and there, but I usually carry stencils around with me or paper clips, but not the super fancy paper clips. So I don't know exactly what I will carry with this. Maybe an ollie clip or 2 would be really helpful, just so that I can flip back and forth maybe between these 2 pages really easily. We'll see. So if you are interested in this journey that I'm about to embark on, be sure to subscribe so that you can see more videos of this. Like I said, I do plan in a Hobonichi Cousin. It is an A5 size. This is a personal size ring, so it's a little bit smaller. So that will take some adjusting as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.